Public speaking, networking, getting out the old comfort zone. Welcome to another Gaz Right video. We're going to be giving a little review on the year. A big thank you to everyone that has been watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, because it's been an absolute sensational year. I'm in the gym at the minute, so we might have to get a little bit active if people come in, but at the minute it's looking pretty quiet in terms of the year in review. Got a few little stats from YouTube. Finally hit 2.5k subs. The next goal is, of course, the majestic 3,000. Gained 1,774 subs this year, so insane year so far. Over 300,000 views. That's been predominantly long form, obviously last like 50 days. Been doing a few little short forms, which is helping bump that up. I want to hit obviously 500k hopefully in the next week or two before the end of the year, and then the next goal will be hitting 1 million views on the old channel. So a big thanks for everyone watching, and kind of on that, like the people that I've met through YouTube this year, Louis, Josh, Sam, obviously Joe, like all the boys and stuff out in Bali, in La Paz, in Bolivia. It's been unreal. I think that I started doing a YouTube channel just as a bit of a project, something to do whilst traveling, and it's just transpired into something much, much more than that. If you start a YouTube channel to make money, trust me, you're gonna need to get a hell of a lot of views for it to fully fund your life, in case you don't do, unless you do absolutely nothing. Oh, don't know why the old voice is breaking, things you hate to see. But yeah, it was just something to do in the evenings. Like when you go on holiday, most night you're out eating, drinking, exploring, doing stuff. But there's a lot of time whilst traveling between destinations. And obviously I wanted to document the journey, something to look back on and share some of the amazing places that we've been. By the time we get to the end of the year, we'll have done 30 countries since we set off, which is absolutely insane. And then we've got a few more to tick off in the early 2025. I think that for me, it's just the enjoyment piece. I love putting a video together. I love trying to tell a story, and of course like sharing the memories and places we go to. I think Asia in particular, there's so many people who've made YouTube videos, travel guides, travel vlogs. There is a wealth of knowledge in there and insight. But South America, I don't think is as well documented, as well traveled. And honestly, for me, I'm going to do a full video at the end of travels, but I think for me, I'd probably prefer South America, maybe due to the fact I can eat more of the local food here on the peanut front. But I'm going to talk about that one in tomorrow's video. But I think it's another thing that I was going to talk about is about getting out your comfort zone. I'm a super confident person, but when you put yourself in a position online in life to be ridiculed, to make a mistake, for people to think, oh, that's really cringe or whatever. I wanted to do that to, get me out my comfort zone and do something completely new. And I think that the skills I've developed from an editing standpoint, whether that be like the videos or editing like the thumbnails, public speaking, actually like an hour-and-a-half presentation today for a company. 2 years ago, I would be absolutely so nervous to do that. I'd be like over preparing. I want all the things written out. Obviously, I put together a really detailed presentation, but everything flowed perfectly. I think maybe I slipped up once in an hour and a half, which we can absolutely deal with. And that's it. Ultimately, you want to get out your comfort zone, meet new people, but the public speaking side, I think is a skill that helps anyone in life, whether you're doing YouTube, presenting at a company, any company, there's going to be an opportunity for that to be an essential skill. Whether you're actually doing a presentation, selling something to a company, like to a customer, whether you're doing that internally for a promotion, or even just being able to articulate yourself, your ideas, your views. Half of life is the doing of the job, and the other half is articulating that piece as well. So I think it's an essential skill, and everyone's always looking at how to get better at it. And I was always like looking at, oh, what can you do, what this, that. Ultimately, it's what I keep posting on the old Instagram stories for the sunsets. It's rinse and repeat. Like anything in life, the more you do it, the better you become. The more times you're in a high pressure situation, the more you can calm your nerves, the more time you speak to a camera. At the minute, I've got no one in the backdrop, no one in the foreground, anything like that. But there's loads of times this year when I've had people watching me in all these different countries, a bit of an audience, and at times it is nerve-wracking, it is nervous, but the more and more you do it, the more and more you get used to it. And the more and more it just flows off the tongue. And I think I was just, super buzzing that you don't see those marginal gains every single day. And this applies to anything in life. If you're doing something every single day, you make like sort of 0.01% increase or 1% increase. You compound that over days and weeks and months, over a year's time. The difference is huge. I look back at some of the old YouTube videos I put out, like terrible planning, no structure, no kind of flow between the scenes, and I'd struggle to talk for like 30 seconds on one clip. Now I do these nice 8, 9, 10 minute segments. I think they're nice. You let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. But I think for me, this is what I'm trying to say to people, is that you need to do things that scare you, whether that be from like a presenting standpoint, whether that be going on a hike because you think you're unfit, whether that be going swimming with sharks like we did when we were back in the Maldives. Don't put yourself in too dangerous a situation, but in life, you want to push the boundaries and challenge yourself to do as much as ultimately possible. And I think, again, one of the other points I was saying about doing something a lot, it's like when people look at how to get better at the bench press, how to get better at running, and it's always thinking of things apart from doing the actual thing to get better. Oh, I can do this exercise to get better at bench press. Or if I do this, I'll be stronger at running. And it's like, the more you run, the better you will be at it. The more you do a bench press, the better you'll be. The more you public speak, talk to a camera, the better you'll be in those situations. So we're tuning back in, and I'll let everyone know in the coming weeks how the old presentation went. Hopefully it went pretty well. I think it did from my standpoint. And I think as well that when you open yourself up online, I think that it opens up so many avenues. The amount of people that I've met and engaged with who are in a similar type of field, like trying to make like travel content, trying to make lifestyle content, trying to make fitness content, definitely not in the fitness content realm, but a little bit here or there sprinkled in, do you know what I mean, with a little bit of running, with a little bit of fitness, a little bit of gym action from time to time. I think it just helps you elevate, and having that accountability with the boys in the old Creator Club, because do you know what I mean, I don't know anyone from back home who like does YouTube, anything like that, and I'm not doing it to any form of professional level, but if you're engaged with people who are doing a similar thing, you have that accountability to post a YouTube video every day, every week, every month, post an Instagram reel, at the same kind of time frames, and also they give you feedback so you can improve. You can also look at what they're doing and link it back as well. But just a little insight from myself. We'll be back tomorrow talking about the old peanuts. If you enjoy what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Still en route to 3K subs. I'll see you tomorrow, babe. Remember, the chef is always cooking. Let's get it.